Number 2 of this best of 7 grudge match between Passi and Sheikh. Sheikh's playing in the name Hammer Judah, but we know him as Sheikh. I think his name's actually very similar to Sheikh, maybe Shaikul or something like that. Very close. Game number 2 is in Fertile Crescent, a viewer's request to play in a localized environment around the kind of the Jerusalem area, Israel, Syria in the real life world map, and the closest map to that is Fertile Crescent. Passi will be playing as the Italians, pointing to the south of the map in the colour blue, winning the last game as a Brit mirror. Hammer Judah, also known as Sheikh, points to the north of the map, playing as the Swedish, one of the stronger civilizations in the colour red. Map's Fertile Crescent. We have the crossover spawn here, but any player who's been playing Age of Empires and been playing competitive on this map knows that the TP travelers travel from left to right, no matter whether it's a crossover spawn or a parallel spawn. So Passi's right to come over here for first TP, but I think that's being cued from the architect, so Market House TP will come down much later, no real rush. Passi looking for a big treasure. I think he's looking for 75 wood on the eastern side. 80 coin by 2 tigers isn't really much use here for Passi, especially where you can spend wood gathered in treasures to speed up building construction here from the house. All buildings you can kind of pay for the rest of the building to be built at a faster rate by the architect. He basically this man is very lazy on his own, but if you want to kind of incentivize him to build that house a little bit faster, you pay him in wood, not gold. Bit confused with that one, but obviously it makes sense if you want to speed up a wood building, you need to kind of invest more resources into it. This is the idea there. Houski saying Sheikh's only chance is Spain into Passi's Dutch with his only good strategy. I don't think Passi will be taking Dutch anytime he sees the potential for a Spain pick here from Sheikh. Maybe actually take a Dutch pick, force the Spain, or try and bait out the Spain, burn his Spanish pick, and then play on afterwards. That could be a strategy there from Passi. No, where's my stuff? There we go. Oh, got it. Apocalypse has just given out 20. A big 2-0 community subscriptions to the channel. That's absolutely cute of you. I'm sorry that Lion's not streaming tonight, but I'm on the content creation, watching these two titans at it together. So have a look at the new emotes you've got, and it's not Malta, it's close enough, but I'm sure we'll see at some point some boom booms, some hype, some wins, some rips, and maybe a Dutch flame in there. I don't know. One of those would do. Passi on his way up to the next stage. Agent with 14 villagers, getting some villagers on gold in transition. Italy's meta at the moment is it's not well defined, but most people are kind of edging towards a fast industrial kind of semi on the Lombard. So looking to send maybe Uvizzi first to get the Basilica down with the very strong XP generation. Monte di Pieta as well. Get Lombards with coin invested. That turns into food and wood. Also, believe it's the Uvizzi grants the XP there from the Lombards. That's very strong for generating momentum there for the Italians. One of the strongest cards. Rocket's gifting another sub to Moonshine as well, and to Udman. Oh, he's making sure that everybody here is catered to. What a generous individual. I think we need to give Passi some great coats on his Explorer. 31 HP is rather tight, especially if Sheikh's Explorer is nearby there as well. Oh, beautiful. I'm looking forward to the salt from this series. Sheikh ahead going defensive racks here versus Italy. Interesting. I feel that Italy is the one not sitting defensive, but sitting happy in their base there. They are a civ which do not need map presence. And you see a defensive triple Lombard, 3000 HP, nice wall, very hard for Sheikh to push in. And Passi here sending in Monte di Pieta first, maybe looking for Uffizi afterwards. Might just go straight into a 700 gold, but Italy might be a civ who actually don't even need the gold crates. They have that strong of a economy to boost them up afterwards. Certainly one of the strongest civs on the game at the moment is the Italians. The Swedes, on the other hand, they are... It's very hard to rate their strength because they're pretty weak in short games. At the moment, Swede has pretty much nothing. A couple Carolines, a couple houses which gather a bit of food. It's nothing special. You'll get there eventually, but it's nothing to shout about at the moment. But as the game goes on, the economy grows, the upgrades, the Engelberg Ironworks comes in. There it is. The blueberries come in. The blackberries come in. He's already opened up with dominions as well. These dominions can certainly eat up the wood crates if he sends the wood crates his torp, which I'd like to see if Sheikh does. That's a nice bit of eco micro, and I'm sure Sheikh's had enough of me commenting about his micro, so he will get this one sorted. I hope he doesn't forget that, because that's a nice part of that card. But as the game goes on for Sweden, their economy also explodes. Late games, Fate Lifeguards, range resist musketeers with extra HP as well is incredible. One of the strongest hussars in the game in terms of HP. I think they're missing a couple of HP cards there. And Passi's Explorer goes down, walking around with 20 HP. Gonna expect to get picked off here, and I think Passi's going, damn, I should have kept that at home. That was risky. The train post is currently under pressure here from the Carolines. There's nothing else for them to re-siege on the map. Sufi Mosque's got the flag planted, but all the buildings are in base, looking pretty fine. Now the barracks being built with 2 villagers. But again, there's no real rush here from Passi because he knows that Sheikh's Carolines are on the top side. He knows that Sheikh's probably going to be mass invested into torps as well, so he doesn't want to overcommit it. Oh, he does. Oh, yeah, Sheikh does send the wood crates to the house. He does have the eco micro. I'm sure one day we'll stop mentioning about Sheikh's micro and the joke will go away, but until then it's funny. Artillery foundry here from Sheikh. He's going to Engelberg Ironworks, but if he's going for a infantry gun heavy, was it leather cannon? He might want to go for blueberries first instead of Engelberg while he's ensured that he's got all these small berry bushes still alive, convert them to blueberries with all their food contained within it and being gathered up at a faster rate. It's certainly a very strong idea there for Sheikh. The Hocket's going crazy in the background there, gifting to Jesus, gifting to Chosen, gifting to Husky. See, this is the problem with you. You give 20 gift subs to the community. That's beautiful. But then you miss out on your best buds, Jesus, Chosen, and it's just going up and up. I think that must be about 25 so far today on today's stream. That is incredible, their support. I've paused the game. Why have I paused the game? I don't pause the game. No, it's Sheikh pausing the game. Maybe he wants a quick smoke. Maybe he's just sat there going, oh my god, my top micro is absolutely popping off right now. I just need to have a quick smoke to collect my thoughts. Age up next up. Dude! Alex Gordon asking for Bahacalypse, what price has he invested into Bitcoin? Oh man, I wish I invested in Bitcoin when it was cheaper. The joke is, I actually thought about Bitcoin about 4 years ago, but I never had the cojones to go for it. And now I'm like, wish I did. I went into about $100 into Litecoin as honestly just as an exploration, just to see how the system works. And I'm glad it was just only the 100, not thousands, just 100, because it doubled in value, and now it's halved in value. So it's gone from 100 to 200 to 50. It's a risky market, Bitcoin. So I recommend you do not do that at all. So only recently, Buckles gifted another 20 behind. So the sub count actually looking pretty nice. I'll get some more sub emote slots. So I guess if anybody's got any good suggestions, let me know. I will hit you up with the hottest emotes, the finest of banter, and Xeon saying the hypest of hypes there. That's great to see. So, okay, summarise this game because we've been a bit distracted. Passi aging up, 14 bills going for Lombard. Semi, I don't believe he's sent coin in the end. Actually, it sent wood. Gathered all his gold naturally. Might send off some extra bit of food. And just using passive passive Lombard economy when it is invested in there. At the moment, it's not generating anything, but he may send in some X resources into it. Age up pretty fast. He's not sent in the advanced politicians, so these are just age up musketeers and a batch of musks being trained, just putting some pressure. Veteran musketeers very, very strong behind this. Sending in Muscar as well, and double musketeer production. Looking to stage 3. There's the Falconets out in the field already. There's potential here for Passi to go into Stradiot and Bosniak to kind of round this competition off. He does have Millie's Arsenal as well. I mean, probably you'd expect something like Chester for 1,000 coin to get his own artillery foundry and start producing more artillery like the Culverins. The Karelians moving in between for a little snipe. Actually good engagement, but Passi bringing the Karelians towards the Falconets, baiting them in to a fight, but Hammer Judah is aware this action is going to pull back towards the town centre. Minutemen being called, hoping to trap the army and take a good trade, but actually realises it's okay to call Minutemen and just back off, just ensuring he hasn't lost his army and can react to Passi's pressure here. Let's ride with Sheikh. His first shipment was 1,000 gold being gathered up by the top. Very, very nice. Does have one Falconet in queue. He's buying wood at the market to get more of these Falconets. A lot of villagers on the wrong side of the town centre. Might lose like a couple of villas here. 2 go down, 3rd going down, and the artillery foundry is under pressure. Those Falcons are halfway being produced. That foundry is going down before that's going to come up. And this is looking incredibly tough here for Sheikh, and he's going to be livid. He's going to be absolutely livid. But sending 1,000 gold, but his artillery foundry doesn't survive. Look at his floatage of resources behind as a result. His Karelians on the side. Villagers out here punching down the Falconet. This could be an opportunity for the Karelians and Musketeers to flank from behind to get some decent pickoffs. But at all said's done, Passi still has one Falconet. Artillery foundry still being placed in middle of the base. It really needs to be placed out on the side, away from the action, be hidden. Yeah, that gets thrown back. And you see the element of desperation from Sheikh to throw us down. Building an artillery of 6 villagers is not something you often do. Stagger mode here from Karelians, trying to get a little snipe on Falconets. But at this moment, don't fear the Falconet. Fear this god-only size of musketeers that Passi has got together. Looking around, we do see obviously 2 town centres. Age up the town centre as well. Incredible age up. 31 villagers. Get a villager for every technology research as well. So field count here from Passi 31. Sheikh back down to just a 15 villas. Does have 200 talk population with... Oh my god, he hasn't got blueberries. Oh, he hasn't got blueberries. He's currently got more gold income than his food income. So it's fine for cannon production, but it's just not a lot of income. It's kind of what sometimes you might see like Swedish players trying to squeeze in that trading post, because you kind of both need the blueberries and the Engelberg ironworks for it to kind of feel like you have a strong substance of economy. You might be able to send in blackberries behind this. I think blueberries not going to work anymore. Most of your blueberry bushes have kind of already been depleted, so it's a bit risky to send that in. Sheikh with the 6 Falconets, but Passi is smart. He's done the damage. He's got the reaction. He's actually now aging up to the 4th age, aging up with the engineer. So this is going to be 2 Falconets. But if he sends the advanced politician, which is going to be the fast age, your next age up is faster, and all politicians ship extra rewards, he will get a 3 Falconet age up here. And I think he's actually going to get there with the XP. It's actually timed in very, very nicely. So let's send that in straight away. There you go. Fast shipment. This is going to be guard musketeers soon, and then the 3 Falconets. Bit cautious, we've got nobody on wood chopping. Hasn't even got a gang saw, which is actually an extra village as well. He probably wanted to tech that just for the villagers' benefit in that situation. Evolution saying you can get Sufi techs for more villas when you just actually get the techs themselves to get more villagers as a result. Maybe the fat and goat's the only one you really want for the time being. The others are probably not necessarily need. Age up with the Falconets. Realistically, they just have the 4 Culverins, and the 4 Culverins are a shipment which can win the game. He does have the 25 veteran Royal Musketeers. So they used to be Royal Guards, but they're only just veteran now. Papal Bombards as well. Falconets unpacking. Sheikh walking in. Sheikh's walking in. His Falconets, they are currently in the Lombard, but the packed mode, but Passi took the first volley onto the Carolinians and actually missing the Falconet. And actually, this is a cracking fight here for Shake. Passi is mistargeting his Falconets and they've all gone down. Shake still has 3 Falcons behind and Carolinians charging in, but I'm sure Passi can soon get Guard Musketeers. He has the resources for it, but he hasn't got a shipment. He hasn't got the shipment required to send in. He does have Lombards here trickling in, but because he never sent Uffizi, he doesn't have the XP income here from the Lombards to generate that shipment. If he sent Uffizi, he would have the 1 XP per second from the Basilica, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Lombards worth of passive XP trickle during the transition. I believe it's about 0.4 XP per second, so 2 XP per second for all 5. So the 5 Lombards and the Basilica is a 3 trading post XP income that Italy could be having right now, especially in the fast industrial build. Remember that time when Passi sent 700 wood and was like, oh, yeah, 700 wood, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to spend it on? Could have been XP shipment and lots of it. Passi needs the 4 Colves and he's going to go for 4 Colves now. Tempting to send Florentine finances, 3,000 gold into the Lombards, and that'll convert to the best part about 2,250 food, 1,500 wood, and the XP. But he needs defensive. Training the Guard Spaghettis behind this. Royal Guards skirmishers already all stuck to the 4th age. Highly mobile, high damage. Look at the stats of these bad boys: 24 attack, 20 range. 2x versus heavy infantry, but more importantly, 5 speed, lowish, relatively lowish range resist, kind of lowish HP, maybe a little bit higher than other units, but it's the speed and mobility. He moves in and yoink, that village is picked off. The Musketeers going to siege the Engelberg Torps. The Culverins are forward, but they're kind of on their own. And Hammer of Judah, whoop, 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 whoop. He's seen that. He's seen the Culverins from the Explorer. If he was paying attention, he may still be paying attention. If he saw that, he could literally charge in and pick those Culverins off for free. That would be asking a lot if you saw that. But the Culverins, who's going to win? Shake's unpacking. He's going to take fire. And 1 Culverin's down already. What's going on from Passi for here? He's losing the artillery left, right, and centre. He's trained another Culverin. Passi's trained a Culverin because he knew he was going to lose one randomly. That's classic Passi, that is. That's classic. Jesus saying Passi going to throw. Well-handed saying GG. Evolution's cheering for Passi here. Oh, a lot of Passi friends in this chat. Okay, I'm gonna be the underdog. I'm gonna cheer for Shake here, playing as Sweden, the underpowered civ in this matchup. But oh, Falconet's unpacking, Carolinian's uncharged. This could honestly be a Carolinian mega charge. Get into melee every, just fully commit. Yeah, he's just gonna go straight in for the Culverins, charge onto it. He accepts he's gonna lose his Culverins, but if he can take his Culverins, he's still got 3 Falconets, absolutely dumping on the skirmishers. Doot from the bugles of the Burger series. They're being taunted out, but they're taking on the Falconets, and all the skirmishers here are going down. Massive Carolinians behind this. Passi's letting this one slip through his fingers as we speak. I've never seen this before. Industrial Italy getting torn apart in open field combat, and the Carolinians are earning their money, but the problem is the Guard Spaghettis, the Guard Tagliatelles, the Guard Raviolis, they're 5 speed. They just run away from the Carolinians, get their range and take pot shots. Shake kind of has to back and just regroup, but great position. He's got himself some decent economy. He's sensing Black Breeds as well. He's still at 200 torps. He should be able to jump an age soon at some point, get to the 4th age and play from that position. Villagers moving eastern side. Did see a lot of it. Oh wow, that's a lot of vills. That's a lot of vills just going to 1 hunt spot. Does Passi not know there's a hunt here? Oh dear. It's one of those things, if you spawn and say here, you kind of expect there's going to be a hunt there, 1 hunting base, and kind of 1 hunt around here. So you've got the 2 in this land, 1 this side, and kind of 1 over here, 2 in the middle, 1 over this side, and not knowing, or not scouting this section of the map is going to cost Passi here. Look at this walk-in time. Absolutely shocking. The Guard Spaghettis charging in. They do find Culverins. They're going to tank quite a bit. If the Carolinians can actually get into their charge ability, that would be... He does have charge ability action. He can do a new charge, but he's left it way too late. And Burger Series are taking some good shots. Oh, he's going to charge in now, but they're so far away. And the thing is, they're not even that faster than these skirmishers, so the charge is pretty ineffective. Hackpolite's being trained now from Sheikh. I would definitely prefer veteran Hussars, but I appreciate the veteran cost here is pretty tough. Getting these bad boys straight into the melee, but I think Passi's expecting Sheikh to go pure Carolines. There's no musketeers, there's no anti-cav here, and the 5 cavalry here is going to get some good trades and certainly going to pay themselves off nicely. 1 falconet as well, might unpack, try and get a splash, but I see a lot of +12s here. And Passi, the 1 unit composition gods of pure skirmisher. They may be beautiful, they may be elegant, but they're getting clapped by some Swedes on some husses. That falconet's been charging up actually quite fast as well. Maybe Sheikh pull tricking the falconets with the cavalry. That would be OP play. I'm so surprised those hacks are still standing. They are low HP cavalry. Calling Minutemen to defend this and pushing that back. And Passi saves face a little bit longer. Flappy Bit saying he's totally listening to the stream for the information. Both players are probably tuning in, listening to Harrison Radio. The thing is, if they did that, they'll probably just sit back and get a cigar and just go, wow, what amazing storytelling here, what amazing play. But I can assure you, when you're playing games like this, you're so tunnel vision, you're so focused, and you're so hyper aware of every action you do. I've had games I've been playing with like friends, we've been playing like 3v3 unknowns, FFAs, settler massacres. I've had that stream up on the side, and I'm like, okay, during the treaty boom, I'll listen in. Doesn't even matter if you got their stuff on the second monitor, because you're not looking at it. You're looking at your own monitor. You're so focused on what you're doing, and you just can't process. And I think Hammer, what Sheikh's trying to process is how can he best spend his resources to deal with this. And going into more hacker pits is very nice. He does have the arsenal here. He's got double artillery upgrades. I think this is artillery HP and artillery line of sight range. Yeah, just 10% HP in the falconets. I really want to see the cavalry HP here from Hammer Judah. Actually, that means he has all the infantry upgrades as well. Okay, these Carolines are jacked. They've got the snap block as well. No need for repelling volley platoon fire just yet. Cav raids left, cav raids right. But he needs to cav in this fight. If he sees these villagers, that's going to be huge. Outpost being brought down by a being built by the architect. He has to run. So many idle fields here from Passi. He's going back to the middle of the map, and where's the hunt in the middle? The hunt's walked over here. There's a hunt left side. There's a hunt right outside his base. He hasn't seen it though. And this villager's built some more torps on his golem. How are these torps being allowed to go up? That's criminal. That's criminal. Those torps gone up. Okay, fights in base. I heard some shots going off. A lot of villagers here from Passi, from Sheikh, and actually his evacuation route to the town centre is now compromised. He has to keep them away. Falconets unpacked. There's one culverin. There's only one culverin here. It does have one defensive culverin as well. We do see hacks around raiding left, right, center, not actually getting anything juicy. If the hacks are in this fight, the game is over. If the hack pelts are in this fight, the game is over. But you actually get into melee charge onto the little bombards. They go down. The falconets behind are still standing. There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them doing massive damage, and the splash damage capping them. They're going flying. I know that Passi's feeling the pressure from the raids. He's just got villagers everywhere. The score's looking pretty good for Sheikh now. The momentum's in his favour. He may actually want to send in something like 3 copper mines behind us to start replenishing some of his depleted torps to get that eco going back in. But these hacker pumps, they need to find a culverin. The culverin's exposed. Kaleli saying nicely throws. Chosen classic Sheikh win. Oh, this is just exquisite action here from both players. There's a village going down. Yeah, hacks loving that. They're like, thank you. 3 villagers on the berry bushes. Well, there were 3. About to be 0. He's going to walk in and pick those off if he sees. Okay, one thing I will say from Sheikh is that if he had a little bit more APM, if he had a little bit more of multitasking, Sheikh could have killed 30 villagers by now. He could have killed pretty much all of these villagers. All these villas are just so exposed. And the thing is, Sheikh will come in, he will see these villas and he'll be made tempted, but he's going to come across the jackpot. He's come across the Holy Trinity, but he's going back for 2 villagers. Oh no! He's walking across. Oh, these villagers on the gold mine! Oh, they're going down. I'm scrunching my hair. I can't watch this. There's too many villagers. He does have his great coats, of course. He is Italy. Hacks are in base, taking massive damage from the veteran Royal Musketeers. Oh, I'm not too sure Passi needs veteran Royal Musketeers here. When he has, well... He never went guards musks. What the actual Scooby-Doo's going on here from Passi? Why not go guard musketeers? 30% combat stats is incredibly efficient. Does have rifle attack here for musks, the spaghettis, and zouaves. He hasn't got any paper zouaves, and he hasn't got shivons. Doesn't need any of those. The factory's not yet been picked. Passi's hoping that these Royal Musketeers are going to be his ticket to win. Culverin's taking trades, one apiece. There's actually no 2 Culverins at the top, and Hacks charging in. That Culver's going down. 1 Culver over here attacking the infantry, away from the artillery. The Falcons go down, but the Culverin's still alive, so Hammer can reinforce. Score's looking pretty, again, fine for Passi, but overscoring, but he's just lost his fight. Caroline's mega upgraded. Veteran Royal Musketeers no longer have that guard tech on them. Not as scary as they once were. Hammer now making his way onto this town centre. Where are those villagers? Those villagers from Passi, they've run into the gold mine. But the thing with Passi, he knows, oh, this is brutal. Passi needs to get gold. But the golds are covered by the torps. He can just about mine the gold. But Sheikh will know exactly where those villas are, and he's just found the hunt. I bet you Passi's livid that he hasn't scouted around his town centre. Alla marcha! Godspeed and God be with you, God Spaghettis. You need to climb a mountain to come back in this one. Caroline's on so many villas. Oh, the charge! The charge has come up. Hammer has got 27 Carolines here. Passi, oh no, Passi's got 15 villas over here under risk. His villas over here are relatively safe, but if they take off the line of sight, there are some Swedish units nearby. It's cavalry. That's not what he wants. All the villagers have gone down. All the villagers from Passi. That's so many there. 10 do manage to get in, but he must have lost. I think he lost the best part of all those 15 villas. Hacks coming to the left side. Counter raid here. Passi is attack. Spam the attack. Defend the fort, as Elaine Morgan would say. Just sieging the buildings, but again, getting some good pick off. I'm seeing +10s everywhere. They're just dropping. They're dropping so hard and so fast. Passi's resources. He's managed to send in the Florentine finances. He's got kind of a lot of resources. He's actually deposited food and wood, so these guys are trickling in all the resources: gold, wood, food, XP. Basically, Passi's entire economy is in the Lombards, not the villagers. Passi can just basically get all the villagers, select all, hit delete, and he'd still be at the same kind of position, but he would have been earlier. 33 villagers in the town centre. Passi doesn't want to let us go, but yeah, oh man, I think it's GG as well. I think the GG is, well, I think we're at that stage, especially with Sheikh likely to be aging, I think. He should be thinking about it soon. A stake comes down. Mill. Might be actually where you go for the Sufi Mosque and call in the 13 fattened goats, because nothing says you take care of your economy than getting in 13 fat goats. I don't think any player knows these Sufi mosques even exist. It's my favourite, one of my favourite nats. Every game Sufi gets past 15 minutes, I grab it, get the fat goats. 13 fattened goats is the best part of 3,000 food. It's incredible the amount of food you get from it. But hacker pelts on the spaghettis are... I think dinner time's been called. I think on the menu is Italian pasta being served up on Swedish steel. Good, great game. What a game. What a game. I can't tell who threw it first. I think it was Sheikh looking all right. Nice build order in 2. Passi pushing in 3. Sheikh up against the wall. He had 4 falconets denied at his artillery foundry. Had so many resources. Passi on his base. He backed off. Sheikh got his artillery. He pushed in. He won the artillery fight. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Passi's then having to go through shipments and eventually Sheikh runs rampant, especially the cavalry. Could this have been a game where Passi went for papal lance? Oh, no, he can't go papal lancers. He hasn't even got a cathedral. I'm missing that. Other things I think Passi could probably do here as well. Do Italy have advanced fortifications? They must have advanced fortifications somewhere. Maybe not in this deck, but if you can upgrade all your outposts to fortified outposts, then you just secure the map. You just have safety in the map. There's no forts from Passi. I think Passi's trying to play us very nobly with skirm artillery, a bit of musks, but you're going to need to embrace the lame at some point. Buildings are your friend, especially when you've got those architects who spam it for you. One thing I noticed, I think you only had one architect at every point in that game. I think going for a couple architects, maybe 2 or 3, is the way the meta is going. They are very, very efficient, very good for what they do. Sort of thank you there for the follow. Chow down following earlier as well. Cheers, mate. Still saying, Harrison, you big. I'm very big. I'm very big. Look at these guys going for a nice little jog, just being hacked down behind. What a game. That's one apiece, that is. We're doing best of 7 tonight. 70 views! How do you go down from 70 views? Oh, fortified outposts. Having outposts on, just secure the map. If you have to, Passi. You're just killing me, man. You're killing me with this. 71 villages. My goodness. All resources is. I think the Lombard's eco is really. It's really hard to interpret it. I don't think the Lombard eco is actually considered here. But military population. That's what this fight is. Is an absolute. This fight here is an absolute. Not going right. Oh well. Italy